Hello friends. Today I want to talk to you about possibly falling off the wagon. Sometime in the future you may or will fall off the wagon. And I get so many sweet notes from you telling me how much that the FlyLady system has changed your life and how great everything is. And it breaks my heart because I know at some point you may fall off the wagon and then you're going to be disappointed in yourself. And I don't want you to be disappointed in yourself. I want you to know that you're still doing a great job and that life happens. So let's look at some examples of life happening. You have a baby and you are in the bed, or you just don't feel well and people are destroying your house, whatever. Or you go on vacation and you come back and it's been a long trip and you're tired and everybody just puts everything in the living room, and then the kids start dragging it all over the house, and before you know it, your house is a mess again. Or just you're sick yourself, or you've taken care of somebody who's sick, your children get sick, you start doing homeschooling. Just a change in life can absolutely derail you. And I want you to know that it's not permanent, it's just a little teeny thing. But it can become a big old mountain. This tiny little molehill can become a big mountain if you allow it. Remember that your attitude is everything. So your attitude about cluttering your home should be, oh well, let's just pick it up. Let's take the example of having a little child. And your little child spills their milk and they're upset. Oh, mommy, I spilled my milk, I'm sorry. And what do you say? Oh no, it's okay. And you wipe it up and you mop it up and you dry it up and you give them a new cup of milk and everything's happy, and you dry their little tears, right? If they get that upset. But nobody does that for you. When you spill the milk, nobody says, it's all right, come on, it'll be easy, but I'm gonna do that for you, because it is all right. And it is gonna be easy. And we're just gonna pick it up and put it where it goes. The thing to know is that when you are picking up a mess that's happened in your house, you're not decluttering. You're not taking 15-minute units and going through it and saying, what do I love? What do I use? What do I want? What do I need to put in the giveaway box? What do I need to put in the throwaway box? What do I need to keep? Where am I going to put these things? That decision has already been made. You are down to the things you love, need, and use, and you know where they're supposed to go. So my idea when your house gets this way is to take a couple of laundry baskets, I know you've heard me say it before, and go through your house like a little choo-choo train with your baskets, putting things in the baskets that don't belong in the room that you're in. Now, if you get in your living room, let's say if it's after a vacation and you've got all those things that were dumped in the living room in this example, and there's a lot that belongs in your bedroom, then go ahead and put all of that in a basket and take it to your room. Then come back, and if there's a lot that belongs in your son's room, do the same thing. But once you get down to little bits of this and that, that's when you're going to put it in the baskets and take that basket to the next room and do the same thing, taking out everything. Let's say you go from the living room to the kitchen. Now you're going to take everything out of those baskets that belong in the kitchen, if anything, and then you're going to look in the kitchen and see if there's anything that belongs in other rooms and not in the kitchen. That goes in the baskets. Then you go to the next room. Let's say it's your son's room, then your daughter's room, then your room, then the bathroom, then the laundry room, then the den, then the formal living room, then the formal dining room, then the sunroom, and then you're back in the living room again. And you've made one cycle through your house. Now, there are rooms that you already passed, like the kitchen, that you might have picked up things in your room or the children's room or the living room or whatever, the formal living room, that belong in the kitchen. So you're going to do one more pass emptying, just emptying. There won't be any more putting in the baskets, just be what belongs in this room. And then it's done. Now you're going to go in those rooms and make sure that each thing that's been put in that room is put in the place that it's supposed to live in that room. So that's pretty easy. Once you've done that, your house is going to be in order. It's going to be back in order. It might not be clean. There might be some dust on the floor, some lint. You might have some dust on the furniture, some fingerprints. The garbage may need to go out, those kinds of things. I'm not saying you have to do a weekly home blessing hour, but if something's annoying you, maybe you want to give it a sweep or a quick vacuum. And that's going to feel so much better. Now you're going to step right back in where you stepped out with your routines. So your morning routine, your after dinner routine, your before bed routine, your clutter checks, your toy checks, your laundry, your paper routine, checking your planner twice a day. These things are the things you're going to start doing regularly. And then whatever zone you're in, you're going to step into that zone. So the next morning when you wake up, you're going to say, okay, it's a brand new day. I'm going to start with my routine. So you're going to do your morning routine. You're going to get up. You're going to make your bed. You're going to wash your face. You're going to moisturize your skin. If you wear makeup, you're going to put it on. You're going to comb your hair. You're going to get dressed. You're going to wash out the sink and swish the toilet bowl. And not just those two, but all the ones in the house. You're going to empty the dishes. You're going to start a load of laundry. You're going to start a pot of coffee or a cup of coffee. You're going to go through your inch of paper. All that stuff happens in the morning. You're going to do a clutter check. You're going to get the kids up, put them through their morning routine. Then you're going to do your zone. So let's pretend you're in the kitchen, zone 2. You're going to do one thing in the kitchen that's 15 minutes or less. If you've already decluttered in the kitchen, and you have in this example, because this is why you're upset, you're backslidden from being organized, you are going to not have to declutter anything. You may have to rearrange some things, reorganize. Organize means putting like things together. Hopefully you got that done yesterday when you were putting everything up. But you might find that you need to do 1 or 2 things like that. And then do some deep cleaning in there. So let's say you had to organize a cabinet for one of the 15-minute units. That could be either on Saturday if you're payroll or during the week if you're a at-home homemaker. And then you're going to spend the other 3 15-minute units doing some deep cleaning. So you're going to clean your sink really well. Maybe you haven't done that in a while. You're going to scrub your countertops. Maybe you're going to polish your cupboards. Those things, that will be enough. And then the next day, the next week, you're going to go on to the next zone. And you're going to be right back where you stepped out. You stepped right back in. So don't think that falling off the wagon is the end of the world, or that you're a failure, or that you are in any way less than. You are not less than. You are just enough. And you're perfect just the way you are. So do these things. Know that you're the CEO. Remember that. Remember to be firm but kind. Remember to delegate and inspect what you expect, all the way up to 18 years old. Inspect what you expect. Don't assume somebody's going to do things. Inspect what you expect. Delegate. It's important to delegate. A CEO doesn't do all the work. A CEO manages all the work. And never ever give children more than about 5 minutes of work, or 1 instruction at a time. Okay? Just like you wouldn't want anybody to load you down with work, don't do that to your children. All right, so you've fallen off the wagon, but here's hope. You can get right back on. We're all here pulling you back up. And always remember while you're doing it to be beautiful, because you are beautiful.